Yeah. So that means that right, right. Now don't get me wrong. You got some elect that's not gonna teach. They're gonna just be believers, and they're gonna be saved also. But if you're a believer, you got to be sincere in your belief. You gotta start to keep the basic commandments. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read when you can. You know what I'm saying? If it's not in your spirit, if the Lord don't put that fire in you to teach, then so be it. But you still gotta, keep the commandments, man. Study the commandments. You know what I'm saying? And keep that faith in your Yahawah and just read. And then when you read, what's gonna happen is you're gonna read and you're gonna get questions. You're gonna say, hey, I was reading Daniel, and can you break this down for me? And then we come out here, we break it down for you, and then you increase. Now you increasing. Now you growing.
Now that wisdom dwelling in you, man.
Right.
We read it earlier. It can't dwell in the this soul. Can't dwell in the body defiled, man.
Right.
It's gonna feed deceit, man.
You know what, brother? When I was incarcerated in the cage in there, I swear on everything. I know y'all. No, I don't know y'all like that, but I respect the teacher. You know what I'm saying? And I listen to it and I keep it right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in, I'm like, I'm reading the Bashama Quran, right? I'm like, this shit right here, but it ain't nothing that y'all was talking. I'm like, I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, it's like that, but I'm looking at this like, this ain't right. Yeah, I'm like, I was like, it's like a bunch of words. I'm against that shit, man. They was talking about an elephant instead of elephant. I'm like, an elephant.
See, but that's what they glorify the animals more than the creator. Yeah. They glorify the creature more than the creator. I'm gonna finish this. It says, and another came saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. So he was like, Lord, I didn't exactly know how to teach. I didn't exactly know if that was for sure the right thing. I was basically trying to do the right thing because I didn't want to piss you off. So I was just trying to, creep around with everything so that I would be sure. But the Lord's not looking for that. The Lord's looking for faith.
I was just going to this doctor, like, let me try to, it's going to make me look good to the Lord.
Right, because you trying to search it out. But we look, time and time again, it's been proven that this is the only true book. This is the only book that has prophecy. All right, the fact that you in America serving your enemies in a land which you know not, the fact that you was raised being black when you really an Israelite, that's all prophecy. That was written that it would happen to you, and the Most High made it happen because He's not a liar. So now you gotta take heed to that word of prophecy, man. Right. Yep.
This is Colossians chapter 2, I'll start at verse 5 and I'll read down to like verse 7 or 8. It says, for though I be absent in the flesh, yet am I with you in the spirit, joying and beholding your order and the steadfastness of your faith in Yahawashi. So when you steadfast in something, grounded, you rooted, right? Right. Verse 6. And verse 6, it says, as ye have therefore received Yahawashi Hamashiach the Lord, so walk ye in him. So don't take this knowledge and then like, all right, let me see what the Buddhists talk about so I can compare. No. You got to keep walking that straight gate. Right. I mentioned before you got here. It says 7, rooted and built up in him and established in the faith. It's like in any building, like you got to start from the ground up. And if you got a weak foundation, it's going to topple you. It says, rooted and built up in him and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving, being humble. You know what I'm saying? Because scripture says those who humble themselves be exalted in the time, paraphrase. Verse 8 is the point. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahawashi. So like the brother went into Quran, and then you break it down and needs a recitation. And it refers to the children of Israel 7 times. So why not go straight to the source? Right. You got to be rooted in Yahawashi and not tricked up. Because first we start with the Quran, and the brother will be like, well, you ever heard of the 7th-day Adventist? They start coming to you like, well, looking at all that, you might as well check Christianity out. Like, that's playing spiritual tug of war. Because the flesh, quote unquote, might have the best intentions, but the spirit knows what's going on. That's why you came back. That's why he's seeking these living waters.
Like, you know, I was thinking, like, when I was reading, I was like, this the truth. This that people are good. You got all the brothers in there like this. They make it clear to the east or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or bad shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Make a voodoo, all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Like the brother Yaquan mentioned earlier, they take bits and pieces of our tradition, our heritage. Like, of course, we pray to the east. They practice polygamy. They real strict on certain things, but they weren't promised the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Now it's the Israelite foreigners mixed among the original people. And, you know, of course, Jake is caught up in Islam, but you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
the, you know, if you know, all hate, like, it was hell. Everything you read was hell. Man, Quran was bullshit. It was like hell. You're going to hell. You're going to hell.
I told you to burn it, man. You gotta see the burn it, bro.
I'm scared. I was like, what the fuck?
Scripture say you shall burn their gods. You're supposed to burn it, man. You're supposed to take it in your backyard, put some lighter fluid on it, set it on fire. Cause what's gonna happen? Nothing. What's that up here? Allah ain't real. Allah is a rock.
Yeah.
And the word Allah in the Hebrew just means power. You got it.
It says wisdom of Solomon 3:10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination,
Right.
which have neglected the righteous.
Yeah, the Quran is an imagination. That's literally some of them. Somebody just imagined and wrote down. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot the year, man. I ain't even say
7 BC.
Who?
7
7?
century, 7 BC. Yeah, that's when it was written by a blind man. Blind man, he couldn't read.
No.
I thought the Prophet Muhammad.
Muhammad was 66 when he died. So he was a prophet. And they even tried to say that. Yeah. I forgot how it go, but yeah, that stuff came later. It was a
I'm about to say, it wasn't that early.
Before they established all that.
Islam was a version of Christianity and something else, right?
Yeah.
Catholicism.
Catholicism and more, right? I mean, it was so.
Christianity is pretty simple. It didn't make no sense because when I got to reading that NBC Bible, it was saying that Moses was like 895 years old or something like that. I'm like, damn.
It says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken YAHWAH. For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, this is our breast, man. Right. It's our nurture. Whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labor is unfruitful, and their work unprofitable. You see, and that's the point, man. You know, you're not profiting being nourished.
Yeah, that's why he was miserable. Yeah, because he was despising wisdom. You know, I ain't know what to be.
Well, there's a hey, we don't read nothing. If it ain't nothing, hey, if it ain't, you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. If it ain't nothing good to read, don't read nothing.
Most you could have did was just pray.
Yeah, meditate, you know what I'm saying? Pray.
I was trying to draw. Like brother said, balance. Like you could have been there and go with us. Meditate, no precept. You know.
I got one. James 1, verse 19. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. Yeah, James 1:21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. So them other books, they're not able to save your soul, because they're not even, the Most High didn't even speak those words. So whatever they say don't hold no weight. Verse 22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. So you only deceiving yourself when you don't actually apply what you've been taught. You don't actually do what you know is right. You know, you gotta be a doer of the word, not a hearer only. Because you only see it. The Lord see it, the angels see it. You're not fooling, you know, you can fool us. You know what I'm saying? We could be like, oh, that's a good brother. He probably, you know what I'm saying? He probably tried his best. Right. It's fruitless.
Like, I don't know, saying the language, and all that.
Right.
Good,
Right. Because we can only see the outward. The Lord see the inward. The Lord say he don't see how man see it. The Lord look up upon the heart.
Luke 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of YAHWAH and the law that endures forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Because this the living water, like Brother they asked me earlier. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it. Take heed and listen. Okay, hearken. Okay, acknowledge and do what it's saying. Take heed of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. So that now you know in due time you should be exalted. You know, you should be glorified as one body with YAHWASHI. You know, you're illuminated. You know, my wife one time she said that she wears glasses, so it's like I'm going back to this. Like, she took her glasses off. She looked at me. She said, "You have a beautiful aura around you. She can shoot oil around you." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, she said, it's like real colorful around you. She said, I said, can you see it on everybody? She said, yeah, some people is not bright as yours, and some people is bright. I'm like, damn, that's heavy. You see, because the Lord is always, His presence is always amongst His people. Not, I desire to be, you know, the man of the Lord. You see, and that was before I came into the truth. You know, I always seek Him, but I didn't seek Him in terms of the truth. But it's no coincidence that we standing up here. You see, it was all by design anyway. You know, it says, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thine honor to another." You see, when you read those different books, you give an honor to those different guys, and the people that follow those guys. Man. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable to lead to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High are being known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel, man. And that's why we're going to be rejoicing, Lord willing, in that day, man. Because the things that are made known to us.
1 Peter 2, verse 2, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious. So you done tasted of this knowledge, man. So now you gotta get that milk, which is basically just the basic understanding of the scriptures, you know, the commandments, the name of the Lord, YAHWASHI, Yahawah, you know what I'm saying? And then you grow you grow thereby, you know what I'm saying? You slowly start to grow in your understanding, you know? It says, yeah, that's it. 2 and 2, as newborn babe desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. All right, like your brother said, you know, you can't be deceived by different philosophies and vain deceit. But they're gonna come. They never stop coming to us when we've been in this walk. You know what I'm saying? The philosophies gonna come. They come up every Saturday. So if we wasn't rooted, we'll leave camp and we'll be that shit be on our mind. Damn, is that dude a prophet? Does he have the right way? Am I going the wrong way? We don't never question ourselves because we already know.
I was about to say that if you come in with a lot of questions because you're not properly rooted. You know, you gotta be properly rooted, and then before you want to question, like, we about to, you know, this book said this and that. Bro, you already know the truth. You already got the truth, bro. And the truth what? So set you free.
Right, because you already know what we're gonna tell you. It's not like we're gonna say, oh yeah, well yeah, give it some thought. No, we're gonna say that's bullshit. Yeah. Throw it out. You know? So by you asking us, which really shows that, like you said, you're not rooted because you should already know our answer. You're asking because you're looking for some type of leeway. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna get it. Because the word is what it is. When we first came out here, the first scripture we read was St. John 10. That you gotta enter in by the door. There's no other way, because we was talking about, that's what we were talking about. We was talking about Steve Harvey. This nigga Steve Harvey talking about it's multiple ways to heaven. No, it's not, nigga. You just a nigga anyway. You just a TV nigga. What do you know? You're not a pastor. You ain't nobody. You ain't do nothing with the Bible. But yeah, you already telling our people that there's multiple ways into the kingdom. St. John 10 say you must enter in by the door. If you don't come in by the door, you're a thief and a robber. Can't come up to a window, come up the windows and all these other ways are repping these other philosophies, these other religions. So the door, you got to come in as an Israelite, believing in Yahawashi and Yahawah. That's the only way to the kingdom. Right. Who the soul to soul?
Steve Harvey show.
The same with
family feud.
Same with Oprah. Right.
I don't know who's right.
Yeah, right.
Come on,
He's the same nigga that wrote the book about
she one of the most wicked women on this planet.
yeah, Cont. He the same nigga that wrote the book about think like a man. You know what I'm saying? Got these women out here masculine as fuck. As if they weren't already masculine enough. Like, come on, think like a man. You can't think like a man. A man think about changing a tire. A woman can't even think about that. Think like a man. Right. It's an agenda. He's a part of the celebrity machine. That Elder Dr. Sockball was talking about, man. The celebrity machine. Esau used the celebrities to push his agenda. Hey, but some of these celebrities ain't going for it no more.
I got a drink. Go ahead. This is Mark chapter 4, and I'll start at the top. It says, and he began again to teach by the seaside, and there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship to lock it, and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, right? Because it was given unto certain people to get the mysteries and the knowledge in order to get the kingdom of heaven. All right, so it says, and said unto them, Shalom, in his doctrine, hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth.
Right. It had not much earth. It wasn't rooted. You hear the word, but you're not rooted. So therefore, when affliction, like it says in Mark, it says the same parable in Mark 4, when affliction and tribulation arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. They go right back into the world, go right back into the other philosophy. Well, damn, I'm in jail. Why Yahawah let me get in jail? Let me go read this Quran. Maybe this will help out. No, y'all bringing you in jail because you're not rooted. You're not taking advantage. You know?
Where's that at? When he said,
Mark. Oh. I want to say John 10, but I'm not 100% sure that it's in there. I think it's in John, though. What do you think it's in?
it was one of the by the time.
No, that's not.
Mark chapter 4, verse 5, and some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. Right, like the brother said, no solid foundation. Verse 6, but when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. Like the old saying in the world, once you apply that heat, you apply that pressure, you fold it, you know? Verse 7, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit.
Right, you're entangled with the things of the world.
Right, outside that.
Right. You're entangled with the things of the world. You know, so. Oh, it says in Mark, the riches of other. Matter of fact, read that last one to me. I'm gonna match it up with this.
Mark chapter 4, verse 7. It says, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it and yielded it no fruit. Verse 8, and others fell on good ground and did yield fruit and sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone,
like that goes right back into flipping those talents. Okay, flipping those talents. You know, 60-fold, 40-fold, 30-fold, whatever fold you can do, man. You do it.
God. Verse 9, and he said unto them, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of the heavenly Father. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. Verse 12.
So really, it's not a parable to us. Really, he's explaining. He's having understanding. But to them that are without, it is done as a parable. You know, that's why the church call it parables. Yet it's something that's easily to be understood if you're of the elect.
Verse 12. That see it, that they may see, and not perceive, and hear, they may hear and not understand.
Right. So they read it, but they don't understand it. They see it, but they don't know what they're looking at. Everybody see us out here, but they don't know what they're looking at. Right. They don't know what we're doing. They walk past, Assalamu alaikum. We're not Muslim. They don't know what they're looking at. They think they're looking at Muslims. They don't perceive.
Right, somebody asked me today, that's why I came. They was like, what's your son name? They know I had a son. I was like, I told them his name. They were like, you Muslim? Nah,
That don't even sound like a Muslim name. You know what I'm saying?
I lied. So they was like, you Muslim? Oh, no.
And here they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. And
we out here to heal, man. We out here for the sick. We're not out here for those that are home.
Those that are home don't need a position, man.
Right.
Damn, that's smart. It says, and he said unto them, know ye not this parable?
Right. Hey, know you not this parable?
He said, and how then will you know all parables?
Yeah, because if you can't understand this one of the easiest parables. So the Lord, like, hey, if you understand this, how you gonna know all of them? Yep. You know?
God. Verse 14, the sower soweth the word.
Right, that's what we're doing. We out here sowing the word, planting those spiritual seeds. You know? Yeah, but see, you know what she's looking at. See, but she perceived not.
Hey,
She's like,
I thought she was recording.
yeah.
Some of them doing
it. Right. What y'all doing? Y'all got a church.
Got leave.
Right.
Her whole head moving.
Right. She was just looking like. I kept trying to not make eye contact.
I know it was gonna get
but like, damn, you fucking, you know what I'm saying? Can I have my face back? I can't help but look. You know what I'm saying? You feel when somebody staring at you.
I was trying to I was going like this. But then I was trying to so she could open the door.
It said, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown, who when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
Right? Oh, okay. I was wondering. I'm like, you in Mark? Yeah, I always start from there with that prayer, but I never started from the beginning.
And he said Satan came in immediately, man.
Right.
And when he comes,
that's the talk about the ones where immediately the files came.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know,
when the Most High sent him, he acts immediately, man. When he entered into Judas, he came immediately, man. You know?
Yeah, these are like the people that they hear the word and they immediately scoff. They never deal with it ever. They never even deal with it. You know what I'm saying? They was completely reprobate from the beginning.
Yep.
It says Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately received it with gladness.
Right. Hey, Salaki, I was watching some classic videos from the apostles when it was on 34th Street, man. And Polite, when he came up asking, that's the first time I think he dealt with the apostles, man. And I think that was in 2016. And he was asking, he's like, yeah, I ain't never, really, came up and dealt. So I'm just trying to see your perspective on the rape thing and different things he was asking. And every time Polite kept trying to get he was responding, he was soaking it. He was like, y'all almost had me too. But every time the word kept getting further and further, deeper and deeper, there would be sirens and evil ass evil come up all loud, and it would happen every single time. And the apostles would be like, see, they were like, you possibly could be a man of the Lord, but every time the word is trying to be sown, there be distractions, man. But that shows you the Satan coming immediately, man. And that brother is very intelligent, but it's just he dealing with a bunch of bullshit, bro. The black woman's God and the different stuff like that, where he's so wrapped up in it so deep, he probably already so far gone.
So smart, he's stupid.
Yeah, so smart, he's stupid.
Because all that shit ain't really wisdom anyway.
You're kind.
He probably good at mathematics, you know what I'm saying? Nigga can count, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He can memorize a bunch of shit, bunch of definitions. That don't mean you're smart. You can memorize definitions and you read a lot of books, big words and shit.
The wise of this word.
What's in this world for?
Yeah, man. Yep.
See you wrong. Mark chapter 4, verse 16. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness. and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
Right. So that's those that are sown on stony. Is that stony? That was stones, right? That's a stony ground.
And they are likewise on stony ground.
Yeah, right. So when you're sown on stony ground, meaning you're not rooted. You know what I'm saying? Immediately when the affliction comes, the persecution comes, your girl, your girl don't like what you into. You know what I'm saying? She like the goatee. She don't like the beard. Why your beard? Look how rough. You know what I'm saying? All right, baby, I'm gonna cut it.
That's like that understanding ever scope at the beard and nothing like that.
Oh, you talking about that understanding truth? Oh yeah, the understanding, yeah. But I'm talking about unbelieving.
Oh yeah, no, I was just thinking that because that's crazy how the separation they really like understand it though. You know what I'm saying? That's why the elders always say that's a blessing because it is.
Hey, I mean,
that's hard, man.
Hey, I mean, women love beards, man. When I start wearing a beard,
and you mentioned the line of your life, like shit, y'all line up straighter than when you had it, in the barbershop.
Yeah, because you let it grow. Right.
It was pushing my shit back.
Yeah, that's what they do. Right. Yeah, that's what they be doing. They be pushing your shit back.
Verse 18. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things enter in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them,
different measures, man. You know, every brother got different measures.
It says, is a candle brought to be put under a bushel or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? But there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the whole point of that was, it's going to be revealed through your actions, obviously through prophecy. Whether you're going to have that stony ground, stony ground, or you get plucked up by the thorns, things in this world, it's obvious. Like, first thing you think of when you think of big, fancy garments and no doctrine. We think of a certain group that's coming with a real militant stance, but not a pure understanding of the scriptures. You got people who think you can move side by side with the woman and fucking dance and shimmy Harlem, shake your ways to the king. You ain't making no damn sense. That's because you don't have a foundation. It's like trusting a kid to do major architecture. They don't count for all the cool shit. It's gonna be a slide in there, a ball pit. It's gonna be candy everywhere. It's gonna last 10 seconds.
That's why they say a little leaven the whole lump, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't mix it. You can't. A little going off is gonna make the whole thing off. And if I got a flat tire, my one tire is lower than all my other tires, I'm gonna be riding like this, man. I'm unbalanced, man. They gonna be like, man, he got some hydraulics on that boy. Nah, bro. My tire flat, dog.
That's Northern Kingdom.
God, clean it out.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up.
It's like, you read it one more time?
Book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 13. But he answered and said, every plant that my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up.
Every plant that you have on the side did not plant should be rooted up. All right? That's the doctrines, these different minds, these philosophies, these other ways of life. Everything contrary to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got all these different doctrines, but they always come to the scriptures. In some way, shape, or form, they always say, they always try to, they always come to the scriptures. We don't go to a Quran to try to make our point. We don't go to these different things. We understand certain aspects of it to defend it. You know what I'm saying? So when people come out, you say, well, this says this in the Quran, or this says this in the Book of the Dead, But everybody come back, everybody come to the scriptures, man, to make their point. Why is that? Why is that, man? Because this is true life, man.
Not only that, because it's the source.
It's the source,
man.
The
source. You gotta respect that chain of command. And, the Father's pushing that vibration on the left and the right hand side. That's people tend to forget. Like the people who was set out to destroy us and divert us off the path, the Lord set them in place. According to Psalms, the wicked is a sword. That's like a whooping stick. It's like when the old heads go get you a switch. He saw you nothing more than a switch. So obviously it's gonna come back to the creator. Like the analogy I use all the time is like a funnel. No matter what point you pour the liquid in, the whole is the same. And that's the same thing with these scriptures. And that's why you can poke through any fallacy, any so-called religion, any theory, any pseudoscience that Esau has, because everything starts with the scriptures,
They kind of put them in instead of.
That's crazy. It's like you got every answer in here.
This is a book of laws, man. How to raise your children, how to be a man, how to be a woman, what to eat, what not to eat. You know what I'm saying? How to pray, how to be focused, how to be balanced. Okay, it goes into the diet, it goes into business. Okay, it goes into a woman's monthly. It goes into everything, man. The animals. Okay, the trees, the wind, the waters. The suns, the rotation. The rotations of all the luminaries in the sky. It goes into everything, man. It's the only book that condemns our enemy, man. What other book out there condemns our enemy and tell you about our enemy and who our enemy is and what nations they are?
It's a lot. Good point. You said a lot. But one of my favorite precepts is Deuteronomy 4:6, and the verses following, because this is what makes us special. This is what separates us. And this and that. Like this book is literally timeless. Like it deals with the past, definitely deals with the present. Obviously the prophecies being fulfilled, and in the future. Because what? It's things in the Old Testament, in the Apocrypha and the New Testament that have not happened yet. So until YAHWAH come through and establish it, prophecy still gonna be fulfilled. To reach generation, we have to understand the history, and then right now we have to filter through the news and decipher what's going on and link that up with prophecy.
Yeah, the Lord said, not one jot, not one tittle surpassed from the law. So all be fulfilled, man. All things have to be fulfilled. This is Job. Hold on, quickly, real quick. This is Job. This is Job 12 and 16. It says I'm gonna start at 15. It says, behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also, he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. Right, the Lord he holds the waters, okay, so they won't overtake the land. Okay, I think it said the same thing in Proverbs 8. It says 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his, man. So the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. Okay, showing you that the Lord is in control, man. Because you have said something. The reason why I brought that piece up,
because he controls the whole story on the left and the right hand side.
Yeah, Cont. So the deceiver, you set him up. You said something like he put the mirror, something to that effect. Yeah, the deceiver and deceiver are his, man. So the ones that scoffing, the ones that come up all bugged out, you know what I'm saying, with the lip, you know what I'm saying, hey, man, the Lord sent them, man. Just to prove us, to condemn them, whatever it is, measure is, man. Everybody's lie is being fulfilled at every single moment in time. From the scoffers to the ones that trying to be upright, man. That's the beautiful aspect of everything, bro. You see it all being played out. It's just the Father, YAHWAH, has given us the eyes to actually catch it, man. It's to see it, man. That's the beautiful part about it, man. You see, and he told, like many are called, you are chosen, man. That's the beautiful aspect of it all, man. This, I can't remember what it's thinking of. This is Matthew 24. And let me start at 43. It says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man cometh, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season. So yeah, so the Lord is raising up certain men. The spirit of YAHWASHI is back on the earth. That austere spirit is back on the earth. Certain women are understanding that it makes sense for a man to have multiple wives. You got some women that don't understand it, but you got a majority of the women understand it because it's more women on the earth than men. There's going to be more women get saved than men, so that the women can so that we can populate the earth. You see, in its proper manner, man. When the Lord told Adam to be fruitful and multiply, you know, when Jake talk about how do you know Adam had multiple wives, or how you know he did? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? All you know that the Lord told him to be fruitful and multiply, man. Okay? So in that case, we're gonna be fruitful and we're gonna multiply, man. When you have everything purged in the world and you have a remnant that's gonna be set, how you think the earth gonna be populated in a timely fashion, man? One at a time. No, right. You got one wife, she on her period, you know, or whatever, or she pregnant for 9 months. Come on, man, so I gotta wait now. No, bro, we're gonna have multiple wives, we're gonna have concubines. We're not like the elder said, we're not gonna have sex slaves, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have concubines. You know what a concubine is, man? A lesser wife, man. Okay, that's it, man. In a nutshell. Oh, go ahead. I got some more. It says 46, Matthew 24, 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Doing what? Watching, man. All right, making haste in day of YAHWASHI, Isaiah 62. Brothers, I mean, I want to get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm tired of this place, man. This shit is not life, man. It's not living, man. We tired, bro. I'm tired. You know, we trying to get up out of here, man. We tired of waking up with back aches and feet hurting, and we get nose bleeds and head hurting, and you know, we cough, we sneeze, we fart, we do all this. You know, it's a lot that we do that we're not gonna be doing in the kingdom, man. We like the elder went into, the elder Masters, elder Yashawamba. You know, we look, man. It's more than just having multiple wives. It's more to the kingdom than just what else was it? Multiple wives. Hey, what about the fact that we're gonna be on the air we breathe right now? We don't even know how to what true air is, man. Right. We don't even know what the true color of the water looks like, man. You know, everything gonna be in its purest form, man. That's what I was talking about a few weeks ago. Yeah, kind of the road we walk on, man. This ain't gonna be here, man. This concrete ain't gonna be here, man. That's why you think they always constantly we have to redo the roads and have to redo their bridges and have to upgrade their buildings, because none of it's meant to last, man. All of it's fake. All of it has no true structure, man. How about everything that's gonna be made in the kingdom is gonna never have to be upgraded, man. You know, Esau constantly has to upgrade his kingdom because it's bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? You see, I mean, I cannot count the last time, bro. Since I was a child, man, they've been working on the freeway since I was a child. The same part of the freeway since I was a child. God damn, when is gonna ever be fixed, man? That don't even make sense. You know, they got certain roads closed off for years, man. 20 plus years, man. Esau's, man. Esau's kingdom, man. You know, but Jake want to stay here. Jake want to. They good with having a motherfucking Bugatti and they own private jet. You know what I'm saying? How about our own private chariot, man? You know what I'm saying? That goes any way we want it, man. You know, anything we think of, it pops up, man. Before we think it and finish our thought, it pops up, man. What about all that? What about us being taller and more structured, you know, in our bodies, man? You know, what about us glorified in our face, in our presence, and us being able to manipulate the elements? It's bigger than just having multiple wives and fucking having Esau ass in captivity, man. Those are beautiful too. What about, hey, hold on. What about being in the presence of YAHWASHI, man? Being at a second, you know, hugging them and whatever, man. That gives me chills, bro. Do y'all ever think of stuff like that?
Like it real quick. Hey, brother, but a beautiful point. I've been meditating on this for a while.
Man,
like, all those things to come, literally, like you said, are a byproduct of the kingdom of heaven. How you got to get there? Serving the Lord. The whole point, Ecclesiastes 12 towards the end, the whole point of us even being here is to serve the Lord. So how could you think about that and esteem yourself above the true will of the creator, the person who created you? Like, we go into this all the time. Like, you can't be a liar one day. It's like, damn, I really wish I could have been an Xbox. You know, I would have been kind of live. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you was meant to spark up. That's what you were supposed to do. Man, it's crazy how people think, like, when you go to the kingdom, like, it's going to be like a video game. You're going to do whatever you want. No, you're going to be in perfect righteousness. You're going to fulfill your natural, the natural covenant.
And you're going to be in your rightful hierarchy, man. Your rightful status, man. You know, that a precious man should be made as Ophir, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. The Most High gonna make a man better than fine gold, man.
Yeah.
You know, we gonna, man. Y'all just have no idea what's about to come, man. Like, I was just talking about this with my wife. About the brother's dream. Who when he was on the chariot, he saw YAHWASHI, man. You know, when YAHWASHI started jumping up and down, man, with joy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. He bowed himself. He was grabbing the ankles of YAHWASHI's feet, and then YAHWASHI started jumping, man. Cause he like, hey y'all, we made it. Y'all made it, man. Y'all endured, man. Y'all took y'all cross up and y'all endured, man. You see, y'all followed my footsteps. I came and showed y'all the way, and y'all followed it to the T, man. Yeah, the road was rough. Yeah, the road was bumpy. Yeah, it had chuck holes. Yeah, your ankle got caught. Yeah, you know, you stepped on some tacks. You know, yeah, you got spit at. Yeah, all this happened, man. But you kept pushing, man. I did a lesson called "It's a Light at the End of the Tunnel." You think about the tunnel, you know, this is probably like a year or two ago. The light at the end of the tunnel, say you trapped in the tunnel, you crawl into the tunnel, you know, the tunnel all rusted, it's old, you got scrapes on your elbows, you're tired because you using muscles you don't usually use all the time, you know, but you see a little slither of light at the end, so you can't give up hope, man. You know, you're gonna keep going. You take a 2-second break, but you keep going. You got holes in it, so it's water dripping down on your face. You know, you get in your eyes burning. You know, you got spiders biting you. You got 1,000 legs biting you and shit, rats and stuff in there. Man, you gotta keep on going, man. You know what I'm saying? You got your family looking at you like you crazy, man. The ones you grew up with that you thought that was your boy, you thought that was your girl. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, look. The kingdom of heaven, man, is what we are yearning for, man. We are hastening the day of YAHWASHI, man. And that's what we look forward to, man. That's why we come out here and make our bodies a living sacrifice, man. That's why we do the work. That's why we be on brothers to go harder, bro. You can always do more. Fuck chilling with your rib, man. You can always chill with your rib, bro. And if she don't get it, tell her ass to get the fuck out of here, man. Because eventually she gonna get it or she not, man. You know, but there's a blessing when she get it. You know, because the Lord, you know, that's that mercy, man. But outside of that, you got to remember your first love, man. Remember the first works, or he's going to come up to you quickly, man. And that's what this is. This is our first love. My wife understands that this is my first love, man. Yeah, they going to get in our emotions like, you know, you going to, you know, hey, man, I'm hardly in my own bed, man, because I'm either studying or doing the work so much that when I come home, I just fall asleep where I'm at, man. If after the lesson, you see what I'm saying? Because that's how much work. This is the work we put in, man. This is the work. It says, blessed is that servant. So you're considered blessed. Whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. Right? Scriptures tell you that he don't that have rule over his spirit is like a city without walls, man. You let anything come in. You let anybody persuade you. You know? You're easily destroyed. You're easily, you know what I'm saying? Easily manipulated. Because you have no barriers, you have no boundaries, you have no protection. You know what? You have no structure, foundation, etc., etc., etc. Verily I said to you that he shall make him ruler of over all his goods. That goes over everything. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord, the day is coming. Right, you got Jake talking about all type of shit, man. You know, going back into the world, you know, you got people that was with the apostles saying, yo, you know what I'm saying, the Lord not coming no time soon. My one guy I know, I ain't gonna mention his name, he talking about the Lord not gonna come in our time. You know, you just fucking, why wouldn't you, man, look, why wouldn't you want the Lord to come in this time, bro? Look at this shit. They legalizing moles to get married. They legalizing moles, they putting them on the same status as a normal individual. You know what I'm saying? So now when we talk about those people, we can get flagged or fined. You know, we get fined for telling the truth. The CEO of YouTube said that if we talk about videos on how to have natural remedies on how to cure certain diseases, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The diseases I'm talking about. That they take your video down. Like, goddamn, that's misinformation. This is a healthy way, man. This is misinformation, man. Are you serious? It's a doctor right now. It's a female doctor. I think she's in Ghana, somewhere. That she said she found a way to so-called cure people from the Crown Royale, man. She said they killed. She killed over 100 or 200 people, man, or 800, it was a crazy number, hundreds of people. You think they're gonna let her continue that or live or whatever, man? Hell no, bro. You know that video circulating on YouTube, but you think they gonna keep those videos up? Hell no, bro. But don't let Dr. Fauci say, hey, what wearing masks is bullshit. But then he come out again and say you have to wear your mask. But if I take the video where he said you don't have to wear your mask, that video gets taken down. But it's the nigga, he's the one that's controlling all of it. You know, on a low level. But you still gonna take the video down? Like I told you, it came from the source. It came from the horse's mouth, but you still took the video down? How is it misinformation? You know what I'm saying? You only have the information on your platform based off the information he said. So, hey, it shows you that Esau is all over the place, man. You know, and with the guy who's speaking and with the CEO of YouTube, y'all hate us, man. And it's okay, man. Y'all doing what the Lord that set y'all up to do. And y'all gonna take the word off. It's okay, man. We're gonna keep doing it until then. It says, but and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord, the Lamb is coming. Right, Jake gonna go out here and have Passover picnics and Passover dance-offs, and you know, you got the man versus the woman who can Harlem shake the best. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's a bunch of bullshit, bro. You know, that's delaying the Lord coming, man, because we're not in the time of mirth, man. We're in a time of mourning. That's why we wear sackcloth, man. We prophesy in sackcloth because we're in the time of mourning. We're in the time of hastening the day of our King, man, to redeem us from the foul woman, to redeem us from the witch that reigns over us. You understand?
It's like real quick. I wonder, like, they really sit back because he know, like either he really blinded, and yeah, he know, but he like you look stupid, like you're not reading, like you're a Christian with purple and gold and with fringes.
Ain't nobody going that used to teach the name like he taught it. Y'all ever seen that video? He was going in hard on that name, on that name, on YAHAWASHI.
Man, he walking. Ain't
no way nobody going from that to this.
That's in the reprobate state of mind. Well, it is obviously, but you paid.
Yep.
Paid.
Yep.
Man,
you got gasoline drawers on, bro. You know, you're walking charcoal. You know, you destined for that fire, man. Charcoal is destined for fire, right? Yeah, man, you're destined for that fire, man. You know, and that's the fucking scary part, bro. You know, I couldn't imagine, man. Couldn't imagine, man. I don't even want to put myself in that position, like thinking like, what if I was? No, hell no, bro. Hell no. I get scared when I didn't do a lesson that day. You know what I'm saying? Let alone be in your position, bro. You know. It says, "What if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord to live is coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not whereof, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Right. It's like one more. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, because those same individuals that delayed the Lord's coming by not teaching that congregation the true prophecies, the true breakdowns, the true names, the true vibration, it's gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth, because they're gonna do this. This is Revelations chapter 14 and 16. We'll start at 8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with great heat, and blasphemed the name of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, which have power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory, because they're gonna try to repent in that time, but it's gonna be too late, because they're gonna get sparked. They're gonna spark, you know, like that charcoal. They're gonna spark, man. That flame gonna catch their ass, man. And it's gonna be too late. You see, and then since it's gonna be too late, they're gonna be blaspheming the name of the Lord. You're gonna have Jake that's talking about, why did you take my sister from me? Why did you take my mother from me? They're gonna be yelling at the Father, man, blaspheming his name, because he just smoked them, man. He was a man of the Lord. I don't get it. You know, the people that's following Nate and General Yohana, they're gonna see those individuals get smitten down by the Lord, and then they're gonna be confused. I thought he was a man of the Lord. You know, what is going on? So now they're gonna be like, damn, the whole time I was, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's gonna be like War of the Wars, man. You know, target on sight, man. You know, it says, and the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain, because this kingdom gonna be full of darkness, literally and spiritually, right? Literally by the clouds covering the sun and the moon, right? And spiritually in terms of confusion. They're facing scattered blackness and paleness, right? Pursuing the Joel 2, Isaiah 13. It says, and they gnawed their tongues for pain, right? And they gnawed their tongues for pain because of what? The swords that they are going to establish from what? Taking that mark, right? That gruesome and that grievous sword, okay? That noisome and grievous sword. It says, and blaspheme the power of heaven because of their pains in their swords, and repented not of their deeds, man. Showing you that Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is about to bring great judgment. The scripture tell you judgment starts at the house of Yahawah, man. At the house of Israel, man. So how much more into the nations, man? Roughly paraphrasing. If judgment begins with us, how much more to the nations, man? You know, it's no hope for these people, man. That's why we constantly throw up supplications to the Lord that he have mercy on us in that day, that we are found worthy. Okay, even if no matter, we ain't really did nothing. You know, the apostles ain't even really did nothing. You think about the time of the Father. They've been out there 30+ years, and that's short time in the eyes of the Father. But it's not nothing to the Father, but it's a lot to us. You see, because our time in this life is different. So how much us younger brothers, man? So that's why we pray that Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI have mercy on us in that time when you bring your judgment on the world, man. Which is soon to come, man. Lord willing this year, man. Lord willing next year. You know what I'm saying? I said the most two years, man. You know, 2 years, man. 3 years.
This is Sirach, chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. So what we're doing right now is created for our good. Upholding to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities, but not being over righteous. We cannot uphold ourselves to the law to the same standard that we would if we didn't break that first covenant. And that's apparent in Hebrews chapter 8. But what we do, take advantage of this grace period. You know, it's starting to sound repetitive. We're saying the same thing because it's fucking simple. Excuse my Swahili. It's simple, man. And the things that are, you know, stumbling blocks to the wicked, is like 1 + 1, and somehow you keep coming up with 3. Like, come on, man. At some point, you gotta fucking get it. Hey, like, come at some point, man.
Hey, and you said we said the same thing. If you don't like it, turn the channel, man. We're gonna keep saying the same shit, man. You know why? Because it's prophecy. It's what we are commanded to do. That's what has to happen. Until it happens, then it's fulfilled, man. But until that, we're gonna keep saying the same thing. You know, why y'all keep bringing out the same precepts? What? No, man. Because we push that vibration for it to happen, man. It's like,
It's not. But you know, ways are made plain because, like we've been going into, it's all full circle. The sheep hear his name, and this sheep, what do you want me to do? What am I going to do to please you and not please myself? Just like unlikely the hirelings. It's like, all right, who can I deceive? Who can I take from a big congregation? I mean, Salaki, who can I take and make a big congregation? You know what I'm saying? The Lord deals with small numbers. The whole point of what we're going through right now is to save a remnant. All it is going to be saved. But that second Exodus consists of a very specific number. You know what I'm saying?
Taking that lone wolf spirit.
Yeah.
They either that lone wolf spirit or they the spirit of mirth. You know, like what the
In a special category your own, just the bug out spirit. Like you don't know what the hell going on.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's crazy out here, but the straight gate is going to be made apparent. It's just like if you want to like get big naturally, you have to change your diet. You have to incorporate certain exercises you weren't doing before. You have to do research on those exercises so you don't hurt yourself on your way to the new body. It's the same thing for the kingdom of heaven.
Hey, yeah, Cont. Jake try to come up some other way with their workouts. They try to
PEDs,
they try
steroids.
to steroids and all these supplements. I mean, these different pills. But just work out, bro. And eat right. You gonna be stronger than that man. Because 9 times out of 10, those dudes can't even do a chin up. They be doing all them damn weights and all, man, they can't even lift their own weight or do a chin up. They can't do 10 chin ups, man.
And that's what I mentioned. Like, you know, you have to incorporate some calisthenics in there. You got to be creative, but you got to be natural.
And your core, the core is the center of our body. The core has to be the strongest in our body because everything revolves around our core, right? The core is what allows us to be strong because everything consists of our core. The chin-ups, the push-ups, the calisthenics, everything surrounds our core. That's why Bruce Lee and all those martial artists were big on that core because you know, you're able to have a strong stance and whatever. Our core is the scriptures. Our core is YAHWASHI. We lean on our core. It's the strongest part of us. We lean on our core. We're able to do everything else. Prophesy, teach, walk, you know, everything, sleep, whatever, dream. Everything comes from the core. See what I'm saying? The core of the earth. You know, whatever. You know, you gotta think of all these things, man. I got one more. Job 10 and we'll start at 21. Job 10 and 21. 21. No, I'm starting at 20. It's like, are not my days few? Cease then, and let me alone that I may take comfort a little. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness in the shadow of death, which is talking about America. Because this is a land of darkness, a land of confusion, and that shadow of death, man. It says, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Where the light is as darkness. The light here, one more, man. You can't. You can't. Where the light is, it says where the light is, their light is as darkness. This is Psalms real quick. It's a fresh word. It's like this is Psalms. Because the place we dwell, they consider it light, but it's really darkness. You know, it's upside down. It's confusion. Okay? This is Psalms. This is Psalms. This is Psalms 144. It's like this Psalms chapter 144, verse 8. It says, whose mouth speaketh vanity, And the right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Right? So a right hand is a right hand of falsehood, man. Okay, their light is darkness. You see, that's why we read earlier, Rule 4 and 1. I mean, Rule 4, come unto the ways of the Lord so it can be illuminated. All right, so that we can shine in the darkness. Okay, the artificial light, the artificial intelligence. We have the true intelligence, they have the artificial version of it. Okay, which is why Esau must obtain the things that he's obtaining to feel close to the spirit. He must, like I went into the lesson, he has to be, he's an archaeologist. He has to dig up findings of the spirit. He has to dig up findings of the ancient world in order to be close to the spirit. He has to prove things. He's a man, he's a man that has no faith. Okay, he's faithless. He has to prove these things to believe that they exist. Okay, so this kingdom dwells in darkness. So we must come out of this. Second Edges 2 and what's that, 36. Flee the shadow of this world. The shadow goes into the protection. We have to flee the protection of Esau and come under the umbrella of YAHWASHI, man. All right, but it starts with what? The cord, so that now we're able to do everything else that we intend to do. All right, you got something, Elder?
Oh, no, I was, before you went to Psalm 144, I was Second Matthew chapter 7.
What's up?
Second Matthew chapter 7, verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night before. And he said unto me, Edward, hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my Yahawah, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then to go into the sea, to look upon it, and to rule it. If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the bread?
Well,
That's probably opposite there, bro.
so yeah, hey, that's that straight, it's that straight and difficult path, man. All right, we have to go through the straight in order to get to the broad. We had to go down that stream in order to get to the big body of water, the ocean. You know, we have to ride that stream, man. That difficult path, the turns and all the different, things that the stream oppose, man. And then finally, we go into that big body of water. We don't have to strain our backs, and we don't have to, feel that pain in that stream, man. This is that difficult path that we oppose to, man. And we take joy in that, man.
I thought it was back up what you initially started when you were speaking about the difficulties that we face prior to the kingdom, and then the contrast of the kingdom, all of the graces, mercies, and magnificence of the kingdom, and of all the affliction and suffering being removed and restored to perfection.
Yeah,
in these incorruptible bodies,
yeah,
and incorruptible mind.
Yeah, Con, since you said that, you gonna close out that Revelation 21. I want to get this real quick. You done with that, Elder? You done with that? Yes. Revelation 21. You can start at the top. We're gonna read to probably verse 5. But this let me get this real quick. Second Edges 2. Look at the sword, bro. Second Edges 2 and 36. No, I'll be 35. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom. For the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Right, that's why we're made a spectacle. You know, we testify YAHWASHI openly to the world, man. And like, you niggas get a job, you know how to be riding fast. Hey, man, we got jobs, man. We got wives, we got children, man. You know? But, hey, we must make it be known that the king is coming, man. You think the visions that brothers is having on their own accord, man? No, those are messages from YAHWASHI, man. You see what I'm saying? It says, flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Or receive the gift that is given you. Right, every man has their measure, and we receive that. Every man should know their measure by now. They're doing this truth, man. Okay, every man should know whether or not they're a prophet, they're a teacher, they're a believer. You know, you can't force the issue, man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if the Lord having you teach, and you know, you're meant to be a teacher, man. If the Lord having you go out there and prophesy, you're meant to be a prophet, man. So fulfill your lot, man. Get better, grow. Okay? It says, or otherwise, we doing what we said earlier. You're hiding your talent in the napkin, man. You're not profiting. You're not doubling, tripling this business. You're not flipping the business. You know, you satisfied with having one McDonald's chain. But it's like, why one McDonald's when I can have 3,000 McDonald's, man? You know, just hypothetically speaking. It says, "Oh, receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks unto him that have called you to the heavenly kingdom. Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord." Man, we're gonna be eating at the table of YAHWASHI. What about that? Do brothers think about that part? They just want all of they think we're gonna have hoes. No, brother, this ain't that, man. This ain't what you think it is, man. This ain't no Tupac video. This is YAHWASHI, man. Okay, everything gonna be established in righteousness, man. Even when we have the nations under our feet, that's gonna be done in righteousness, man. They're gonna be subject in righteousness, man. We're not gonna be tying their body. They're one arm to one horse and another arm to another horse and smack the horse ass and have the body split in half. Eating sandwiches and shit while they body burning on the damn tree. No, man, this ain't gonna be nothing like Esau's rulership, man. It says, "Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world and have received glorious garments of YAHWASHI, man." We received the garments of YAHWASHI without guile, okay, on the left-hand side, without faults. You know, we are made right. The scriptures tell you in what's that 1 John 5 that when you're born of YAHWASHI, you sin if not. You know, so we're made without the blemishes, the spots on our garments of the world, man. Okay, still blameless. You know, found blameless. It says, take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, made pure, made holy, separated. Holy means separate, which have fulfilled the law of YAHWASHI. We coming to fulfill the things written of YAHWASHI. Ezekiel 2, Ezekiel 3, eating the whole roll, eating what's written in this book. Brothers still getting offended. It's 2021. They still getting offended at the rape doctrine. The one dude that, you know, see, brothers appear to be cool, but they not. You know, one dude commented, I rebuked him. Shabar, he commented, well, you're something about the rapist. Like, bro, you a child, man. You can't even get past the milk. You choking on the milk. Who chokes on milk? Milk is easily digestible. It's showing you that, hey, that's why we don't get mad at y'all brothers like that, brothers in that line, man. We understand, man, because while we've grew. And that's all thanks to YAHWASHI that he gave us that, man. Because we could be bugged out like y'all, man. It says, the number of the children of whom thou longest for. Right, that's why the brothers dream, like I mentioned, YAHWASHI was jumping up and down, man. Because he's longing for us to be with him, man, in that righteous state. It says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. That gives me goosebumps, man. Because we're gonna be fulfilled. We want to hear the words, good job, well done, my good and faithful servant. You know, Not depart from me, you spirit of iniquity. You know, you don't never want to hear that from the one that created you. But you don't want to hear that from your father and your mother, man. Get away from me, you damn disgrace. You know what I'm saying? That's hurtful. Even if you're a badass child, that's hurtful, man. Because every child, every man, every boy, and every girl is, if they are lying, if they say they don't want that love from a father and a mother, man. They only have that hatred and that toughness because they had to survive off that, because they were lacking one of the two. But when you dig deep inside them, they really want that, man. That's why when they have children, sometimes they want to beat her for their child, even if they a thug, even if they a mafia, even whatever they is, man. Because they're trying to fill that void, man. It says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of Yahweh that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. The elect, the 144,000, is going to be established, man. They're called from the beginning and they're hallowed, meaning holy. Okay, they're made glorified. Joint heirs, Romans 8 and 17. It says, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature. The brother's dream, he said Yahawashi was young. When you're young, when you're youthful, you have full strength, full ability. You know, you have everything. You're young, you're glorified, you're beautiful. We're gonna be young forever. Even at 100 years old, we're gonna be young. Think about that. Have y'all thought about that part? Or you just think about all the pussy you're gonna be getting, man? Come on, man. We gotta broaden our horizon. We gotta broaden our scale of things. Even thinking about the kingdom of heaven. What about the colors? Colors we ain't never seen before are gonna be popping out. Flowers we ain't never seen before. The smell. What about the smell? Right now it stinks. It stinks of ass and trash. You know what I'm saying? We smell the sewer. It stinks, man. What about the chemtrails? All this shit gonna be gone. Right now we see a building with Rockefeller on it. What the fuck, man? All this shit gonna be put under the earth, man. And we're gonna make the nations, Esau, Edom specifically, build our kingdom back up in 1,000 years, man. You got something you gonna say?
Oh, no, you made a bunch of beautiful points. One, it's gonna be a desert, and Esau, we technically little brother, we gonna little brother you. Like, put that shit back where you found it. You wanna go clean up the mess that you fucking made. Put everything back where it's supposed to go. And if you got something to say, a rod of iron for that ass. And it's just that simple. Wham, bam, thank you, bam. After 1,000 years, you're gone. And that's what we got our hope set on. Like, not a Bugatti, like not Isaiah 4:1 being a rap video like one of the brothers did a while ago. But the whole point of it is we building a nation in righteousness. It's like the brother said, think about it, like having a meal, non-GMO, actually having food that tastes good. You can taste every single bit of it.
Sauce. You got the natural taste of it though. Like I was amazed when we did I was amazed at the lamb. That you know what I'm saying, from the store lamb to the fresh market lamb. And that ain't even that lamb still is prayed over and whatever, man. You know? But just look at the difference in the meat and it's just gonna be crazy, bro. We have the scriptures tell you eyes have not seen, ears have not heard of the things that YAHWASHI have prepared for those who love him, man. Prepare for those who seek him, man. You know, we gotta keep enduring. The Lord scripture say, those who endure to the end, the same should be saved, man. What's the enduring? Us teaching this word, man. You gotta stay in the mindset like you first came into the truth, man. All the way up until the end. Even if you jailed, man. Even if you separated from your wife and your children. Ain't no such thing as death anyways. What you scared for? The mom told her child, hey, I'm gonna see you again. In second Matthew 7. I'm gonna see you again. They knew that. What we scared for? Who sanctioned this, man? The one that's in control, the one that has power, man. So like it says in 43, and in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. Right, showing his status, man. Okay, showing how powerful he is, man. And upon every one of their heads, he set crowns and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. Man, what about the crowns that we're gonna receive, man, Lord willing? What do you think about that?
the king placing a crown on your head, man. That's heavy, man. Because that means that you were found worthy, man. Jake, they hear all Israel gonna be in the kingdom and they comfortable with that. No, fuck that, bro. I mean, that's cool, but I want to be responsible for replenishing the earth. We're repopulating the earth. That's what we yearn for. That's what we desire. Imagine, you the first fruit, literally, first fruit, meaning you're the first of its kind, you know? And then we're gonna be responsible. We're gonna have a lot of mini us. You got something you want to say? It's like it, man. It says, 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal. Jake tried to come into the truth and bring their rap game with them. You know, they old self with them. You know, I got a car, so they hear we gotta have multiple wives. I got this wife, I got this wife, that wife. You know, Jake is just a nigga, man. They had nigga in the truth and there was a nigga out the truth. It says, he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahawah. Not showing you got the name. Now are they crowned and receive palms. They said unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahawah, whom they have confessed in the world. Confession is not just saying it verbally, it's how we live. It's what we believe. It's the faith. It's how we move. It's how we give charity. It's how we give alms. It's how we act. It's how we move. So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahawah whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to command them that stood so stiffly in the name of Yahawah. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of Yahawah BAHASHAM AHBANAWA thou hast seen, man. And that's what we doing, man. Confessing the name of the Lord and the proclamation of the Gentiles, and we confess for those people see us, man. We made a spectacle. We made a sugar fun, man. Okay? We made what's the word I'm looking for? I said spectacle, but we made a damn, I can't think of it, but yeah, but that, you know what I'm saying? We the foolishness. Hey, come, power. You know what I'm saying? The foolishness of preaching, man. You got it, right? This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And the first heaven, the first earth, and the scriptures tell that the people will abide forever. Christians will get there and say, no, man, we're gonna be jumping on the clouds, and no, man, a new heaven and a new earth is gonna be established, meaning a new rulership, a new kingdom, a new hierarchy, a new elect, which is the true elect, right? Because he's talking about his elect, which are the bankers and all that. But the true elect is going to be established. The rightful king going to be established. The rightful power is going to make itself known, man. That new kingdom, that new heaven, man. Right? God, verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city. Right? He saw the holy city. These things that he prophesied, man, were the things that he saw, man. When you go to Revelations 1 and 1, this is in Revelations 1 and 2. It said this is the revelation, man. This is the vision. This is what he saw, man. You have a vision. It's something physical, something that you see, man. Right? So the part that he saw was physical, man. Got it? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the heavenly Father out of heaven. Right? The city is the people. John saw a city, but it was also metaphorically talking for the people, because we're the people we're a place, man. And the same place we're coming down from is the place the Lord said, come up hither, which is what? The chariots, man. Coming back down in a beautiful, righteous state, man.
Time says, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Yeah. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the heavenly Father is with men.
It's with men. The house of the Father, the knowledge and wisdom, understanding is given to his men.
and we're prepared as a bride. When you have your ceremony with your woman, she's beautiful, man. She's decked out. She had her jewelry on, her hair done, dressed looking good, feet clean. You know what I'm saying? Nails up, whatever. We gonna be perfect. That means she was perfect. We're gonna be perfect coming back down and on our rightful state, man.
You got it. It says, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
Well, like I said, the fact that the Father and the Son is gonna be amongst us, man. This brother is next to me. We gonna be next to the King, man. Right now we can't be next to him because we're filthy, man. This world is filthy. Imagine being next to him. Imagine breathing. Imagine breathing the same air he's breathing, man. You know? Imagine this, man. Imagine the true light. You know, a light so bright that there's no need for you know what I'm saying, anything else, man. You know? You got it, all right?
And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
That's the point. The Lord gonna wipe away all tears from our eyes, man. Right?
And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Damn.
No more tears, man. No more crying. No more Pookie got shot. No more Tay got to an accident. You know? They're gonna wipe away all our tears from our eyes, man. And there's gonna be no more sorrow. Think about that. Have y'all thought about the laws being in us and we never going off again? Have you ever thought about us never dying again? You know? Have you ever thought about our children playing with the poisonous snake? Have you ever thought about our children being a little one should become 1,000? You know? Our children being able to grow up, right? You know, not having to worry about mommy and daddy being separated, or having to receive government cheese and food stamps, and having to motherfucker grow up in the projects at the park. You know, got scared to go outside to be a child because Tay and them is at the corner. They own the corner. You got it.
Verse 5. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, right, for these words are faithful and true.
These words are faithful and true. YAHWAH said, "You make all things new." He make all things new. All right. He said these things are faithful and true. Okay. The things that's gonna be new is us, the body, the kingdom, the establishment, the order, the structure. It's not new as in existing. It's gonna be new to the earth. It's gonna be new to the earth because this is gonna, like you say, make all things new. This is gonna be a new thing in the earth. This is gonna be a new establishment, okay? Because it's never been a time in history where everything, the people of YAHWAH on this earth, on this plane, was all righteousness, man. Where we never died again, where we ever went off again. Because even in Adam's state, he had to fall in order for us to just to get to that point, man. You know? But that's it on that. Y'all got anything else? You got something else, brother? Oh, it's good.
That new earth. I meditate on that a lot because that's something that's beyond our imagination. You can think of the most precious, endearing things you could ever thought in your entire existence, and still, it's not even a microcosm of what we have never seen, never knew, never heard of. So perfection is something that in this life, in this world, in this system of things is only imagination. Because it will never be complete. But in the new earth, it seems like one of those
and like you said, that perfection, awesome. That perfection, man, that perfect. Jake said we can't be perfect, but we're gonna be perfect, man. And we're perfect in our life. We right now we want everything we can. That's perfect, man. In the eyes of YAHWAH. See, BSE. Yeah, man. So with that, man, we're gonna turn to the east and give all honor and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Again, double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will teach you on sound doctrine. who's a great example to the ministry and the body of Yahawah, who's a great example to the younger men, coming up in a nice stead, entering into their labors, right? Strong shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect scattered to the four corners of the earth, making their call and election sure. All right, showing due diligence, showing faith, having patience, okay, and believing in the gospel, in the doctrine, the 100% truth, the 100% doctrine that Yahawah has established on the earth and has given certain men, not every man, certain men. And then we believe though through faith and belief that those men are our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, starting with Apostle Tahar on down, man. Okay, so with that, let's say Shalom.
Shalom.
A Bible boy.